Hi, in this video I want to show you how to tighten seating cups onto a mandrel the correct way. So first off, you want to get your mandrel secured somehow. A lot of times it'll be in the bottom of your pump if it's a bottom hold down. This one happens to be part of a top hold down pump. So I actually have a sliding sleeve here clamped into my vise, and then my mandrel screwed into that, and so that's how I'm securing it. One way or another though, get the mandrel assembly secured so you can work with it. Also, a lot of times, especially with a bottom hold down pump, you will have what we call a coupling right here that goes on the bottom of the mandrel. In this case, this being part of a top hold down pump, instead we have a bushing seating instead of a coupling. However, those two things will work the same as far as the procedure for assembling and tightening the cups onto the mandrel. So I'm going to first start by taking it apart, pull the bushing off, set it aside. Now I'm taking the lock nut off. Okay, and now I'm free to pull the spacers off, and this will allow me to put my seat cups on. Got 3 of them come in a box. These are 1 and 25 30 seconds plus 30 seat cups. So slide 1 on, and then slide a spacer. Slide the second one on, slide another spacer, slide the third one on, and now goes the lock nut. Okay, I have the lock nut hand tight to the seating cups, and now here is a special, an important part of the procedure in getting this right. I'm going to take and fit a wrench to the lock nut first off. Okay, and now if I want, I can turn these seat cups right now because I just tightened the lock nut hand tight, so I can still turn these. But I'm now going to tighten the lock nut until I notice that I can't turn these by hand anymore. So I'm still able to turn them, but go a little bit more. Okay, and that's it. Those, get it just a little bit. And now I can't turn the seat cups by hand anymore. So that's a little bit beyond hand tight. I needed a wrench for it, but that's good. And now, of course, don't forget to put a little bit of thread dope when you do this sort of stuff. Okay. And now this could be my coupling. In this case, like I said, it's the seating bushing, but it'll work the same whether it's the coupling or this part. I'm going to fit that on there. And I'm going to get it hand tight. Now I'm hand tight. I'm going to clean up that pipe dope just a little bit. Okay. And now for this next part, this is another important step in this procedure. I'm going to need 2 wrenches. So I'm going to have one fit to this, and I'm going to have the other. So I have one fit to the lock nut, and one fit to either your coupling or seating bushing. And what I'm actually going to do, I want to at the same time, I'm actually going to loosen this lock nut just a little bit, which is going to drive it into the bushing seating. And at the same time, I'm going to tighten the bushing seating so that they come together. What I'm doing is I'm twisting the lock nut and the bushing seating together. So you'll see me, I'm going to pull this way to loosen the lock nut and spin that way to tighten the bushing seating. Or in a lot of casings, this would be the coupling. So I'm going to go opposite ways with these wrenches at the same time until it's nice and tight. That actually loosened the seat cups a little bit. They're still not back to where I can spin them, but you actually want to come off that just a hair, so that it's not fully tight on those. But these are nice and tight together. That's not going anywhere, and that is the correct way to tighten seating cups onto your mandrel.